What's going on, gamers, Nintendo lovers, and people who are ready to play one of the most amazing platformers of all time? So we have a comparison video here between the docked and handheld mode for Bananza so that we can get an analysis here. But what's interesting is I think this could possibly change in the future. So because this game originally started as a Switch 1 title, DLSS was not available. So they used FSR for that, carried it over, and started designing it around the Switch 2, which is interesting. And that's fine, you know what I mean? But what's weird is that they haven't converted to DLSS yet. So this is FSR1, by the way. This is not DLSS, which is interesting. So let's go ahead and get that out the way so we can understand what's going to be present in this video. Digital Foundry has their video, which says right here. For some reason, FSR instead of DLSS. FSR because they started development for Switch 1. So they're going to have to change around some stuff, I guess. That's what we have here, and get you guys the right information. So are we ready? Let's get into this. Here we go. We see massive difference between docked and handheld, obviously. Straight docked for me. 100%. So yeah, guys, I promise you, if we had DLSS, this game would look even better. So what we're seeing now is basically FSR1 and just amazing optimization, which is expected from Nintendo. But in the future, we could get a complete overhaul and change. So that's something to think about. Much better. Handheld's holding up pretty good. Oh, so here we are, frame rate. You see that solid 60? What's going on? No DLSS. Have we seen a single FPS drop, guys? Remember what I was telling you? Straight 60 the whole way through. No DLSS. Open world. Top quality. Like I was telling people, no broken products, none of that nonsense. Not relying off of AI. What's going on? It's not canceled either. This is super cute. Oh, there goes one drop right there. That's nothing. There it is again. Nobody's gonna notice that. Oh, look at that. There we go. Okay, there goes some drops. So that's the type of stuff they're talking about. But that's not going to affect my gameplay. This is a cinematic. Very nice on the loading times. We see this. And so now we're doing handheld. I'm pretty sure a lot of people care about this as well. Level of detail. Okay. Something else to keep in mind too, everyone, is that this is all before any. I don't even know if there's going to be a day one patch, but we know there's going to be future patches and optimizations. That's how it is with any game. When it starts selling millions of copies, you have so much resources that you start dumping it into the game and fully optimizing the game. And then they can, like I said, add in DLSS later on, and then we can see even more beautiful looking games. So they do stuff like that, I'm coming back. You know what I mean? We're going to do even more up-to-date comparisons. We're going to compare the DLSS to the FSR. And it's FSR1, man. That sucks, but that's because Switch won, you know? For handheld, that looks pretty damn good. Particles like that type of stuff. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's easily seen for sure, but I'm still impressed with what they're doing with the handheld mode, and it's running at 60 frames per second. That's why I said it's all about Nintendo first party, like when it comes to Nintendo. Here we go again, more frame rate, guys. So this is what they were talking about when you open a map, it doesn't have 60. But once you get out of it, now I don't know what that is. Cyberpunk has that issue too. It's really annoying. That's what he's talking about right there. About having fun. So we see this. What? I thought we were gonna be talking about something below 30 or something. You know what I mean? Like he was right. Slight performance dip. So there goes our answer right there. We have our answer about all that stuff people were talking about. You see how they blow it out of proportion? But like I said, man, crazy, man. So you gotta listen to me. They're not gonna come support that though, because they're fake. Real only supports real. Truth supports truth. Liars don't support truth. All right, here we go. So there's a lot more clear. So we got some stats back there again, right? As we saw, 2160p, 60 frames per second, 1080p, 60 frames per second. So I'm pretty sure when you go dock, they just take this and they upscale it to that. And then the resolution is 1552p to 1080p dynamic, scaling back and forth while being upscaled and maintaining that 60 frames. And ain't no like, 700p for, 800p like you saw with stuff on the Pro. No. This is still good. Considering that there's no DLSS, this is very impressive. This is mostly them knowing how to optimize and make a game. Not relying and abusing the AI. And then we see Handheld has a dynamic aspect to it as well. But like I said, in the future, this could get better and this could change. So we have all our answers. We know what's going on with the performance, the FPS, all that here, you see. So let's move back up ahead a little bit. Not really worried about that in a Nintendo game. Yeah, I see that. Vegetation. A lot better. I remember looking at like an older Switch 1 screenshot of what it was trying to look like. Yeah, that would have been too bare bones. No, thank you. This is just so much better. Okay, we're back to frames again. Probably needs a power or throw something like that. This just looks so fun. Okay, there goes a little bit of dips right there. I just saw. I see switched over here. Yeah, you got some people thinking this game was going to be 30 frames per second. I'm like, what? No, this game is 60 frames. So... we see it, we're 99, 98% of the time we're at 60 frames, solid 60. No DLSS. And there we have it, you know what I mean? We pretty much have our answers here, right? We don't need to make this over super long. I mean, we got what we need here. They optimized it very well in handheld mode. I'm very impressed with the handheld mode, I have to say. I'm gonna actually probably have to check that out just to see like how good that's gonna be playing. That's definitely an improvement in draw distance. Liking everything I see though. I can't wait to get my hands on it, guys. I'll be streaming this tonight. Look out for that. Oh yeah, we're going for 100% over the next week. Then we got like Wu Chang and a lot of other stuff to stream. So very happy with this. If y'all didn't know too, the Metacritic is out. Let's just see. We can just go to Meta. It's at a 90 Meta, 79 critic score. Not 79 critic score, sorry, 79 critics, 90 Metacritic score. Aligned with mine. And then if we go to OpenCritic, it's sitting at a 91 right now, and it's close to hitting a 92 on OpenCritic, though there's less reviews there. So just to give you guys an up-to-date highlight of that, we know who our Game of the Year contenders are so far. Expedition and Donkey Kong are probably going to be neck and neck, and then Death Stranding right there with it so far. Those are like the three at the moment. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this, all right? Like and subscribe. Have a great day. Remember, this was just FSR1. This is going to get a lot better. I think so. Later, y'all. Peace.